Hey everybody, my name is Jen and this is Jen Geigley Knits, and I have a very special friend to introduce to you. Where'd you go? There you are. This is my brand new knitting helper and new member of the Geigley family. Her name is Dinah, and we just met her yesterday, and this cat is the friendliest, sweetest little cat. Our friend had to move, and so they couldn't take the cat with them. And my kids have been begging for a cat for years, and so Dinah is joining our household and is gonna be my best new knitting companion. And we are so excited. So we got her last night. It's all still very new. Dinah, can you come back? Oh, here she comes. She's so good. She knows her name. She's named after Dinah the cat from Alice in Wonderland. Like the Disney animated version. And she's super sweet with both of my kids. And she's so affectionate and sweet, and she sat in my lap for like 45 minutes this morning. And she's so beautiful and pretty. She's such a pretty kitty. Say hello. And I think she fits into our family really well. And we're just still bonding, getting to know each other. And she's just such a pretty kitty. So extremely soft, so sweet. The kids are like over the moon. What do you think? You're purring, so that's good. She likes attention. And luckily I'm here most of the day usually to give the attention. You wanna get up? You wanna stay? You can stay. And I think she's gonna be the perfect little knitting pal, right? And her former owner was a crocheter, so I think she's gonna be cool with my yarn, so I just can't believe she's here. She's so sweet. So that is Dinah. My kids are over the moon. Dinah kind of took turns sleeping with each one of us last night. Yeah, that's a tortoise in there. That's Bimo, our Russian tortoise. She's interested in him. He just kind of walks around and eats, but you can see in the little windows. But she can't get in there, so but she can watch. So yeah, I'm totally preoccupied with the cat. So this has taken over like the past couple of days of this week, understandably, but she's so cool. She really fits into our family well, I think, so far. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce you to Dinah. Are you gonna help me knit today? Really? What do you think of my knitting projects? Would you cast on another sweater? Would you wait till you're done with all your whips? What are your feelings on this? Anyway, I hope you're having a good day, evening, weekend, whenever you're watching this. I have been very preoccupied by cat stuff, getting the cat settled in and introduced to our family and our home, and getting things all set up for the cat. So that's what I've been doing, but I do have some knitting updates to share, and I'll do that in a minute. But before I do that, I want to talk about Knit for Food. Knit for Food is a knitting fundraiser. And so on March 23rd, I'll be joining knitters from around the world by participating in a 12-hour knit-a-thon to raise money to fight food insecurity. And this does a lot of good in our communities. Children, families, the elderly, everyone. It really, really helps and makes a difference. So funds that we raise will be split evenly between Feeding America, World Central Kitchen, No Kid Hungry, and Meals on Wheels. So it goes to 4 big organizations who help so many people. And your $1 donation helps, your $5 donation helps, your $10, $20. It goes really, really far with these organizations. It really helps real people in need. So please consider donating. I have a link below where you can donate, or you can join us and fundraise. So you can do this from your home. There's no special rules or anything. I just knit from home. I don't do anything like out in the public or anything, but you can do this along with your knitting group or your local yarn shop or whatever you want. So all you have to do is go to the Knit for Food website and you can set up your donation page and do it that way. Or you can just donate at my link below. But I just want you to know every donation really, really, truly helps real people in real need. And there's a lot of needs. So anyone who raises $100 or more gets to join the Zoom festivities of the day for Knit for Food. And they have things all day long. And each one of these organizations has a beautiful presentation and they show us exactly how this money is helping real people. And so it's a really worthy cause. And I just cannot believe how much it adds up just from knitting, just from knitters that, you know, it's when we work together, it can make a big difference. So we fundraise up until March 23rd. So we've already started a little bit and we just hit the $1 million donation mark. And that is like the past years adding up. It's past 3 years, I think, when you add it all up, plus this year, we've raised $1 million just by knitting and banding together and seeing what we can do one stitch at a time, all together. It does make a big difference. So it's a pretty big deal. So I just wanted to plug that because it's awesome. So I'll be doing that March 23rd. I'm thinking about doing, maybe I'll do a live video. I have no idea if anyone's free that day or if anybody would join me, but maybe I'll just knit for a while on YouTube live that day. So that's my thought. So keep that in mind if you're free on March 23rd, or if you want to join me and just like jump in and say hi and knit along with me, Knit for Food or not, that's I think what my plan will be. So maybe check back then, March 23rd sometime. Maybe I'll announce it like what time I'm planning to do this, but I'll be knitting that whole day, obviously. And yeah, maybe I'll do a live. That'd be my first one, and that would be, it's kind of scary, but I think it would be fun. So I got some knitting done this week, but also I have entered like a string of design projects that I really need to work on at the same time. So it's gonna be kind of tricky here, and some of that I can't really show you, but I will show you what I've been working on. But also I got a little bit of yarn in the mail this week that I wanted to share. This is a petite knit color of Sandnes Sunday, and it's called Into the Woods, and it's kind of a green, a super dark, nice green. And I've just been seeing endless pictures of the Oslo Hat by Petite Knit. And I think I just really want this hat. I don't have a green hat, and I don't really have a simple plain hat that I really like. And this is just like one of my colors. It's obviously green. I wear green all the time, like a dark olive green. So I thought I'd pick these up. This is a petite knit color that sometimes is hard to find lately. I don't know if some of them are sold out or discontinued, but I saw this and it's really nice and inexpensive. And I just thought I would grab it because I really like this color. So I'm gonna make an Oslo hat. Nothing too exciting, but this is like the one thing I got in the mail this week, other than the secret knitting stuff that I'm working on. Also, this week for us is spring break, which means my kids will be home with this cat and all the excitement. So I don't know if I'm gonna have like quiet time to make a video for next Saturday, but it's possible, but I'm not promising, but maybe, so I don't know. But I feel bad because I've done a video every Saturday so far this year, which I'm kind of proud. I haven't skipped, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do a different kind of video with the kids and the cat. I don't know, or maybe not at all. We'll see what happens. I really do not know yet, but I did have time to work on my Tinda ladies sweater from the Sandnes yarn book. It's called, this is number 75. It's one of the newer ones that came out this year, and I got a little bit further on it. This really speeds along, and I'm surprised I haven't gotten even further than this, but it's kind of smashed onto my needles. But I'm really liking this last motif that I just kind of got to. It's almost like these little, I don't even know what you call that, but it's like a little blob with a chevron underneath. It almost reminds me of little like blue ribbons. But this is turning out so fun. There is another one of these typey things coming up, and I think I'm gonna use the brighter one. They use the darker one, but I like this one a lot, so I kind of want another kind of stripe of that brighter color as this falls off needles. I need to get a longer cord because I'm really smashing it in, and I'm approaching another increase round. I also, this is one of the folded in, sewn down necks, and I had left it kind of undone and sticking out, but it's just fun to finish it up and get it sewn in because it doesn't take very long. It's just very easy. And so I did that, and it just makes it look so much more finished as you're working on it. It makes it exciting. Also, just one little tip. It's good to do this ahead of doing your arms and sleeves and all that stuff, because when you finish this part, it kind of affects the way that this all sits up here. And so before you knit your sleeves and you wanna know your sleeve length, it's good to finish this first so you kind of know how it's really going to fit, because it does change it up a little bit after you sew this down. So that's just like one little tip. So I'm excited to get just one more, I think, yeah, after this, there's just one more little motif, and then I'll be at the sleeves and body split. So I'm really excited just to rock out some stockinette. But this has been really fun color work, and it's just a nice, fun, chunky little, I don't know, cozy sweater for next winter as we approach spring and warmer days. But it's still kind of cold here, so anyway, I don't know if I'll wear this much when I'm finished with it, but it'll be ready for when I need it, and it's really cute. These colors are so much fun. I know it's all squished on here. It needs a good blocking, but you can see where it's going here mostly. And you can see it even better in the picture. But I'm really loving this yarn. It is the Frittes Garn by Sandnes. I'm on kind of a Sandnes kick like everybody else, but it's affordable. It comes in great colors. It's just such a good basic, and I really love this bigger weight. It's been kind of fun to knit something in that, so I'm not sad about how quickly it's going, and I would love to just finish this up and get to that divide real quick, and then I can do a whole bunch of stockinette. I'll be finished and I can wear it, and I just want to see what this looks like. So yeah, I'm excited. I still have quite a bit left on this, and then I still have a lot of yarn left. I think I'm gonna have some left over, not totally sure, but this bright reddish orange is so fun. I just love it. So yeah, I guess that next stripe is that brighter color. I was thinking it wasn't, but it is, so that's gonna be fun. Okay, then let's talk about this. So I shared the past couple of weeks that I had cast on the crowberry sweater from the Moss Field Guide. It is Field Guide number 26 by Modern Daily Knitting. This is the Helene Magnuson, like Lopi, Let Lopi, Pluto Lopi book. And this is the crowberry sweater. There is a Bang Out a Sweater challenge this month, the month of March, where we all try to knit this sweater in a month, which is very doable on this gauge. And I was starting to knit it in gray Plotulopi, held together with the Love Story, which is Helene's yarn. And then I was looking at it and I was thinking maybe I had picked the wrong size. So I was holding it up, then I did take it off the needles and like put it on me, and I realized it was huge, and I think I was either knitting at the wrong gauge or had picked the wrong size. So I also just kept looking at this picture and the other pictures that they've been sharing online. I don't know if there's another one in here, but I feel like there's another picture of it. But I was like, I really like that rust color with the green, and I just couldn't get it out of my mind. The original colors are so good. And so I ended up looking in my Lopi stash because I have a good variety downstairs in my, I have like a bag of Lopi. Whenever I need it, I've got it. And so I already had four or five skeins of this rust. And I'm like, maybe I should, since I have to start over anyway in a different size, maybe I should just use the rust that I want to use with the green. And I already had 3 greens downstairs. No, I didn't even have this one. I had these 3 greens downstairs. And then I know I mentioned before, she talks about the moss. That's why this is called moss. She's very inspired by the moss in Iceland, and that's kind of what's going on up here with the crowberries. And so after she told that story, there was like a little live Zoom thing when this book came out. I really fell in love with the whole moss story. And then so I ended up ordering from MDK this green to add just because this is kind of more what it shows in the picture. This is called celery, and I already had like this golden green and another bottle green, I think this one is, and I don't remember what this one is, but it's like the exact color once again of my sweatshirt. But I know that these greens will cover that color work section. And since I already had so much of the rust, I just ordered a couple more rust skeins that they had. And then I've got the full amount that I need for the crowberry in these original colors. I mean, it'll be pretty close. So that's my new plan. So I have already cast on, and I'm further than I was before in the gray anyway. It's knit on pretty big needles. It's kind of a looser fabric, but that's the beauty of Lopi. It can be light and airy and warm at the same time, especially when you put a layer underneath. So I got my short rows done. There's like a short row section for the back to make it longer than the front. And so this is already a whole skein of Lopi, so it's going really fast. Now I've got to knit like up to the underarm. It's a bottom up sweater. So I have kind of a nice little section to cruise through and then do the sleeves and the color work. And I'm hoping to bang out a sweater in the month of March for the crowberry bang out a sweater knit along for the moss field guide for MDK. It's really fun if you want to jump in. There's still plenty of time. Grab yourself some Lopi or some Plotu Lopi, I always say it backwards, and some Love Story. So they have a lot of great patterns in here too. You can pick a different one if you don't want to do the crowberry. They also have this awesome mitten set, again inspired by the moss. They're called the reindeer moss mittens. They're so cute. And then there's the Love Story shawl. And the way she was explaining this was like, these were glacier layers and some different things, like the layers of the earth. And that is absolutely beautiful. That is using her Love Story, really thin Icelandic yarn. And it's like a little bit transparent. There's also the reindeer moss tam, which is really cool. And this is another version of the crowberry. It's like a short sleeve version with gray and black, and that's really cool too. So those are just some, oh, here's another picture of my rust colorway that I can't get over. And look at how great the cuff is. So I just love it, and I'm making it. I'm not sad about it, I'm excited. So I just want to do a little bit more on this. Yeah, again, I do have all these things going at the same time, which is my own fault, but I love it. I really love this. I think I'm gonna keep going. I used to be more like one thing at a time, and I honestly, now I have even more because I have the design projects. I have 3 design projects going on right now too. So whenever I have free time, I just grab the closest or most urgent thing, and that's what's happening. I have a little bit of progress. I don't know if you can tell how much, but I am exactly halfway through. This is really bunchy because I had it shoved down in a bag, but this is my Noctuidae Cowl by Catherine Clark from Brooklyn General. And I've been working a little bit on this. It takes, like I said, a little bit longer because it's triple strand color work. It's not a big deal. I just sometimes don't feel like doing it, but it's so beautiful and fun to work on when I'm in it. I've got some more moth butterflies happening right here This is gonna be a fun little section in that middle. It's like this middle motif that's really, really beautiful. And it's really coming along. I do have stitch markers, which is smart, before every section, because there's 4 sections of the butterfly color work happening, but it's got this fun kind of a moon design that comes up into these larger butterflies here that I'm heading into next. And I'm still just kind of letting the color change on this bigger section because I think there's more room for the yellow orange to grow into whatever is coming next. So I'm just gonna kind of ride that wave and see where it goes. I just got my nice yellow down here for sure, so I'll just see what happens in the next few rows, but that's about halfway. So I think I'm at like row 42 and I think there's 84 or something like that. I might be making up numbers, but I'm happy to be halfway through and know that the second half will probably go a little faster. We'll see. And then, as I've shown before, I do have this Mayak Naturally Soft, what's it called? Baby Yak in oatmeal. And this will be the lining on the inside, which will cover all my crazy floats in there. There's a lot of floats, especially in these bigger sections that are mostly that background color. So that'll help hide some of that. I really need to block this or steam it. Even now, I just want to see it more flat and evened out so I can really see what's going on there. But that's what's happening with the Noctuidae. I know I could just pick one of these and knock it out. I know this is always like over my head, like just pick one, finish it. That would be really cool, but we'll see. I think this is working right now, just working on it a little bit at a time. I did manage to make some pretty decent progress on my Aperture sweater by Alicia Plummer. And again, I sewed the collar down so I could get an idea for that fit. And then I divided for sleeves and body, which felt really great to just start knitting the stockinette on the body, which it's kind of a cropped fit, so there's not much left to knit here. And I'll get to bust out the sleeves and have this really nice layering piece to wear. Just a basic, easy sweater that's just kind of a no-brainer and real fun stockinette just to kind of sit and knit, which is great. So also I just started my second ball of this Noro Haunui. It goes so far. So I have 3 balls total for my size. Just started this one after doing the collar, and it goes so far and it makes such a beautiful, soft, natural fabric. This isn't like some Noro that's a little bit scratchy. It's very, very soft. I can kind of feel like the lanolin in my hands after I work with it, but it is beautiful and rustic and like oatmeal-y, and I love it. So I'm excited to get this done. This has probably been the one I've been most motivated to just work on because it's easy stockinette, and that's kind of the week it's been where that kind of fit into my life. So I'm super excited to get this done, and I can see me just busting this out maybe a little faster than the others, but we'll see. Come to think of it, I can share some of the yarn I'm using on designs right now that I can't tell you everything about, but I can show you the yarn for some of them. So let's do that. I am excited to be using Woolstock Worsted from Blue Sky Fibers. This is the colorway Morning Frost. It's a beautiful light blue. This yarn is amazing for accessories, sweaters, anything. It's one of my very, very favorites. You can get this, I believe, in 50-gram skeins or 100 grams. So if you need a little bit for color work, they sell a smaller size, which is so nice. And then the colors are absolutely beautiful. You might have seen Blue Sky's sets where they have all the minis in Woolstock. They have like a striped hat set, a striped mitten set, maybe something else, a cowl or a scarf, or maybe I'm making that up. But this is a wonderful yarn. I'm excited to be doing a design in it, and I will share more about that whenever that happens. It might be fall. I cannot remember when this, things are always so far away. I do not know when this will be done, but I'm working on this now, writing it up. Then I get to knit sample, and this yarn is beautiful, and I just wanted to share it. I am also doing a little something in knit collage, not in this color, something totally different. Just saying, it's not here yet, but that's in the works. I'm writing that up. And then I just finished writing the whole pattern for something that uses an entire basket of Modern Daily Knitting Atlas. For real. It uses all these colors. It's very, very fun. I haven't knitted the sample yet, but that's why I organized all this in my basket, so I have it ready for when I'm ready to make my sample. And this pattern will be out this fall, and I bet you're wondering what it is, but you'll just have to see. And it's gonna be really fun and so colorful. And I love this yarn. It's Rambouillet. It's like a light worsted, and it comes in all these beautiful colors. So there's that. Is that all I can share? The one other thing I'm working on I can't share. So that's it. I think that's all I have this week. I feel like I'm forgetting things, and I probably am, but we got a cat yesterday. So I'm a little bit discombobulated. Our spring break starts tomorrow and things are a little bit all over the place, but my knitting, I've got it. I got it covered. I've got so many things to work on. I am gonna make a little plan of action. I have these little planning notepads that help you prioritize your list of to-do things. So I think I'm gonna do that because I do have a lot of things piling up here. But that I think is it. Like I said before, I don't know if I'm gonna have a video next Saturday or not. It's a possibility, it's not guaranteed. It might be the first one I need to skip because of our spring break, but maybe I'll have something. I really don't know yet. So, but otherwise, check back every Saturday. I upload a video every Saturday morning normally, and I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget about Knit for Food. The donation link is below. It really helps a lot of people. $5 goes a long way, I promise you. It's like, we are so grateful for every donation, and it really helps, so just consider that. But thank you for hanging out and meeting my new kitty, and we're gonna enjoy her. I'm gonna get the kids from school, and they're gonna be so stoked to spend some time with her, getting to know her, bonding, and all that good stuff. So thanks for hanging out. Please like and subscribe if you wanna see more videos. Hit the notification bell if you want to see when the next video pops up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.